Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We have a lot to get into. I am recording from my mobile studio setup in the basement of my in-laws. Audio is crystal clear, though. We always got that going for you. You know what's not crystal clear? The direction of Devin's life right now. Bachelorette star Jenn's ex. Some considering greatest villain of all time, providing a lot of entertainment, to say the least, in the comments section of his latest Instagram post. Some are calling it a meltdown. Me. Look, you can't hit rock bottom till you stop digging. And he is yet to learn that fighting with a bunch of strangers online isn't going to help win over anybody. Or maybe he just doesn't care, which, again, in, a villain move. Hey, do you respect that? I don't know. Like, it's crazy. So anyhow, because he's beefing with Jenn's audience, we now have responses from Jenn's alleged current man, Sasha Farber, right here, who of course was her professional dancer on Dancing with the Stars. She was voted out last week, but has been staying at his place, allegedly, if you follow their social media. And now we've got other dancers chiming in. We have dancers backing dancers. We have backup dancers in the weeds on Instagram commenting it's a melee. That's the only way to describe this Monday morning. A Monday morning melee. And it's wild stuff. Now, look, if you haven't followed Devin, I've followed this story since the beginning. If you guys aren't familiar with what I do, it pissed a lot of people off. We give people the benefit of the doubt. We wait to find out what they're really like, not based on not based on the edit from their show or what was said at a men tell all. And boy, have we gotten Devin's true colors, which is that he can't seem to shut up with people online. And I don't think that's a great PR strategy. But again, do what you want. So he was exposed by a girlfriend from high school, called him a bully. He outed Jenn's text messages, and Jenn said he followed Maria. We had that whole Maria gate, all that stuff. And then we also had the insane restraining order that came out that was, I guess his ex at the time accused him of lighting the restraining order on fire, of throwing a phone and punching a hole in a wall, and all these crazy things. Just absolutely bananas things of not agreeing and violating the restraining order multiple times. They ended up agreeing to have a mutual restraining order, and he got on the show somehow. So that's the guy we're working with. And not only did he get on the show, he won the show, which made the whole season an absolute waste of everyone's time and a dumpster fire. Although, if the point of your time is to be entertained, sadly, this in some sort of weird gladiator format is entertaining at the expense of course, the comments he's making. So Bachelor Nation.scoop, as they always do, did a great job of compiling all of the text messages. And by the way, most of them are still up and there are more. So I have to say, in the world of, so if this was a brawl at a bar, Devin didn't throw the first punch. But on the internet, you just got to delete, block people that are going to leave comments, right? So he didn't throw the quote unquote first metaphorical punch in the comment section. This girl, Kel, said, Jenn found a great guy. His name is Sasha. Devin said, that's a girl's name. And then Dolly responded, it's actually a gender neutral name with Slavic, Ukrainian, and Russian origins. I love when facts come into name calling. And anyway, there's just one after another of these types of things. And then people say, well, Devin's a girl's name. And again, yes, Devin's a very gender neutral name, but who cares? It's like what boy's name, girl's name what my son's named after a month. Go do whatever you want, So then someone said, Devin, you're not even a man. And then Devin said, your man looks like he hangs out at parks too long after hours. Yuck. It's kind of a lame one. Devin said, he is half a man. You're right. Leave another comment. It's like a donation pool for trolls. And then Serene said, maybe close the comment section if you don't want trolls. You decided to be a crappy person and apply to be on The Bachelorette. He said, hey, STFU, this is my Instagram. Here's where I stand on this. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Devin will not be able to respond to every hater out there. If he does want to move on and be a better version of himself, he's going to have to deal with the fact that hater comments are going to come in. Now, are these hater comments advised? I don't think so. Anyone who has the time to send hate to someone else, it's like, look, Jenn doesn't need this. And it really is about what Jenn needs, right? Does Jenn need the internet to go hate on Devin? I don't think so. If she's in a good, happy place, she should forget Devin exists. And she can't forget he exists if he's fighting in the comment section about her and her new man. And again, he's made the decision to respond to these. What he should do, say there's 10,000 people that want to leave negative comments towards Devin, just start blocking them one at a time. There's 350 million people in this country. Get rid of the people that you don't want in your life. Set those boundaries. They are annoying to set, but he is responsible for what he has said and done to exacerbate this situation. And again, Heatherson, everyone would kindly leave you alone if you leave her hot new boyfriend's name out of your gummy mouth. Well, first of all, I disagree about that because it looks like people came for Devin before he even mentioned Sasha. Devin says, you must be academically challenged to comment on someone else's bringing another man's name up on my page. Again, touch grass, bum. Again, it's, these are just more stuff. Devin said, you're quite disgusting inside and out, Heather. And someone said, wow, Jenn did some real charity work dating you. And he responded, ew, I'm a fan of helping the less fortunate as well. And then someone responded to Devin, that little fat kid inside of you is getting angry and fed. And then they said, wow, it took you a long time to come up with that one. You thought you ate, LMFAO. And Devin said, you're still fat, Saren. Fix your life. So, again, some of these comments are brutal. Let me go to the main page here. I mean, people are saying, this is why your dad left you. Look, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the state of the world where, whether you're these people leaving hate comments on Devin's page, I want to say, let this guy move on and forget he exists. But 1% of the audience is not going to do that. And he seems to be someone who's going to instigate by responding. But I don't know. And again, that's not me defending the guy. You shouldn't be doing this. I'm not defending him whatsoever. Now, I read something on yesterday's podcast that was, I think it was Brianna Chicken Fry. I was covering the Dave Portnoy, Brianna Chicken Fry podcast. She broke up with Zach Bryan. I don't know if you guys follow this story. And Zach Bryan, the musician, offered her $12 million to sign an NDA. She didn't take it. And she was responding to people in the comment section. And she said, you guys are purposefully misunderstanding me or willfully misunderstanding me. I can't remember what she said. But there will be a segment of the audience that no matter what you say will just not like you. I mean, I have that, The only thing I'm guilty of is donating, money to Toys for Tots and single moms. You know what I mean? And I'm not asking for any sort of gold star over that. I'm just saying it's ridiculous how some people online will just spew their hate. With regards to Devin, he gave people a lot to work with as far as how his season ended, releasing the text messages and kind of doubling down. What he could have done was, once the restraining order, the old stuff came out from him, it was so dangerous and alarming that it was no longer, oh, this guy's a meanie. It was more like, oh my gosh, this is a serious issue. So if anyone were listening to me and I could offer any advice to Devin, it would be, this is what celebrities learn. Celebrities learn, don't ever comment back to somebody because you can't win. It invites. It's like that movie Quiet Place. The second you talk, all the zombie aliens can hear you and they come after you. And the best way for him to move forward is to really evaluate that itch that he has. And by the way, whatever sort of anxious attachment issue he had with his ex, with the restraining order, he probably has when these ladies come after him in the comment section. It probably is it's a real probably hard itch for him to not scratch. But that's on him to learn that they're allowed to comment on his page. He could just make his comment section private, but but it doesn't make these people good people for doing it. Jenn doesn't ask for this, It doesn't make them good people for doing it. And I'm not here to blast them. I'm just saying, look in the mirror yourself and realize that negative energy you're sending towards Devin, you're also basking in it. You're in that sort of that pig pen of that mud pit yourself, and don't let someone drag you into it. So here's an interesting, someone posted this: Dancing with the Stars season 33, Jenn's real Bachelorette season, got 23,000 likes, and that's the season that's playing out right now in front of us with Jenn, that her and Sasha. I'll be honest, you guys know, you follow my channel, I thought it was a showmance that was made up, her and Sasha. I thought they were clickbaiting us into following them, and it was sort of a faux relationship. I still don't know what the deal is with the relationship, but I'm happy for them for sure. Sasha was married to I'm already forgetting her name, another dancer who I really like, the Australian. And is he British? What is he? That British Australian accent. Nar. So he's now single, but he's a little older. He's like 40, right? And she's like 25-ish, something like that. But he's got it together. He's got he's got $1 million+ home. He's obviously a professional dancer, and to be a professional at anything, to be at the top of your game at anything, requires you to be a very smart, high IQ person. And clearly, with the world of dance, he's in very close contact with his spiritual and physical body, because it's a beautiful thing that they do out there. And speaking of dancers, Ezra and Devin going at it. Ezra is I'm trying to think who he was paired with. Anna Delvey this year, convicted felon, and they are in the comment section. So Jenn said, so what Kel said earlier was Jenn found a great guy named Sasha. Ezra said, I know about 5 Devins, all in which are women. And then people were like, get him, Ezra. So Ezra has entered the ring. Devin said, wow, here's your gold star. And then let's see, we didn't get another response. So that was it. That was it from Ezra. He entered the ring. And here's a TikTok posted by Tess, LA in my 30s.
Which this commenter then points out that it's actually a gender-neutral name with Slavic, Ukrainian, and Russian origins. So yeah, if you're wondering if Sasha saw the comment that Devin made, he definitely has seen it now. And Ezra also commented, and as Tess points out in her video, which I'm going to link in the caption of this one, it is so hypocritical also for Devin to point that out when his name is also a gender-neutral name. So yeah, Devin, instead of liking comments calling other people in your comment section immature and liking comments calling people sleuths, maybe you should also look in the mirror. Jenn also posted this on TikTok yesterday, showing her support for Brianna Chicken Fry, essentially relating to being in a relationship with someone who heavily manipulates you. Honestly, Sasha, I could not have said it better myself. Wow, facepalm is right.
All right, so yeah, I brought up the Brianna Chicken Fry, and Jenn made a reel also kind of comparing her situation to Brianna Chicken Fries, which, by the way, if you haven't followed, I covered on the Rush Hour podcast. It's actually pretty interesting to see somebody turn down $12 million to just tell their story. Well, like I said, I want to recap for the people that want to purposefully misconstrue what I'm saying here. Any of these responses by Devin are out of line, and he shouldn't do them. Anybody parallel to that, anybody who feels the need to comment on his page, if this guy is as big a loser as you think he is, and I do, let him be. Leave him alone. Unfollow. Block. You don't need that. And to be quite honest, Jenn doesn't need that. Jenn is thriving. I mean, here's Jenn hanging out at Sasha's house in Los Angeles. The season's over for them. They'll be doing their, end of the season dance on the finale probably because they were fan favorites or whatever. But there it is. Sasha's dancing with Jenn. The dog's happy. They're living their dream. So sadly, Devin's probably not doing too well. And if I could give any advice to Devin one more time, just vow, almost like an alcoholic vows to never drink alcohol again, not even a sip. Vow to not respond to these people, block and move on. Or let them live. There's been plenty of villains that have just moved on from the Bachelor franchise and had a happy life. These people won't go away, and you have to protect your boundaries. But by all means, grow the hell up. Okay, that's it for this video. We got more content coming your way. We'll see you then.